Welcome to Claritee. This is going to be a quick walkthrough so you can get a sense of where everything is and what you can do in Claritee. And if you want to access this video later, you can do so in the bottom left of your screen. And you can also do it by going to our YouTube channel and finding it there. Now, after you create your first project, this is going to be your view, is the map. Over here on the left, you can pull up the navigation. I can quickly access any room or any project or even a page on a project to jump around there. I can quickly see the conversations that exist for any page. I can go down here to settings and change some of my key settings for my whole project. I can see my deleted items, and I can also go to the help center. Make sure you do that for further instruction. On the bottom right, I can zoom in and out of the sitemap, and I can access the chat. I can also undo or redo. Now up here on the top right, I can jump to any of my pages on the sitemap, and I can also collapse or expand my entire sitemap. I can search for a page right here if that's more helpful. Now over in the top right, you can see your account details, including your AI actions that you have available, and you can invite new members. Make sure that you assign them the right role and assign them to the room that you need them to be in. Now you can click the share link. There's several settings that you can specify here, such as expiring, if you want to see the section dividers in the canvas or not, which things can be visible in the share link. This is a public link that anyone can access. They can leave comments, and they can also see any comments that you've marked public. You can export the sitemap. You can see a preview of all of your pages, and you can also click Notepad and add project notes here. In the sitemap itself, I can mark the status of any of my pages. If I want to edit these, I can to change the way these status markers look. And it's the same thing with the sections. I can click here in a section and I can change the status there. Now I can move sections around. I can add new sections. I can regenerate all of the sections and all of the content, the layout for the homepage or for any page by clicking over here in the top right. And I also have a few more settings here. I have a quick view mode here to quickly view the layout. And I can also jump into the layout and design here and add new sections like that. Now I can add new pages by clicking here and selecting one of the options, including the labels, which is like a way to group together things under a label. And I can move pages or labels around by simply dragging and dropping to the new location. Now let's go into layout view. Now there's quite a bit to get into in the layout view, so I'm not going to be able to go very in depth yet. Again, you can click down here into the help center and learn a lot more, or you can just access the chat over in the bottom right and we can help you out. So the layout view, anything you specify in the layout view is going to be what the final design is based around. So the final design is generated with AI, but it'll take this layout view and it'll turn it into that final design. So in layout view, first thing I want to show you is the comments. So you can add comments here. And you can also toggle comments on or off so that even when you're working, you can see the comments there. Just makes it easier to work. Now, you can move anything around. You can change the text. You can change the sizing. You can change a lot of the specifications of any element by clicking the element and selecting a lot of the options up here, including adding links. If you add links, they will be clickable when you share the link here with the share link, or when you do a preview, you can actually click and navigate to different pages or different URLs entirely. Now you can add entire sections over here. You can drag and drop them into position. If you click a section, you can add a new section below. You can move the section around over here. You can regenerate the entire section by clicking here. If I click out of a section, I can click and generate the entire page again with AI. You have many elements that you can add over here, including images, icons, things that you've saved in your library. To save something in your library, you can either click a whole section and you can click Save to Library up here. Now let's get into design mode. Now in design mode, I see the design that is going to be based on my layout. If I change my layout, I can click over here to regenerate. And you also have several style options that you can select and customize. And then after you've selected those, you click apply, and then you can regenerate the design. So that's it for now. Again, if you close this, you'll be able to access it again in the bottom left, and you can view it on our YouTube channel. And definitely check out our YouTube channel. You can also access the help center here.